Good day, everyone. Ali is here from Safi Financial Network. Today is October 17, 2023. Here's another daily analysis. So we had kind of like a volatile day today. So early session market had a sharp sell-off all the way down to here for S&P 500. It goes all the way down to 43.37, and then coming back up nicely and closed above 43.71. So it's kind of like a 40 units to the downside and then coming back up nicely. This pattern is pretty bullish. The only issue that I have is this guy. So this is going to be the breakout level and initiate a sell-off to the downside. So we have got again 44.30 to 44.70. So that is the area that I'm looking for as like a initial target for this bullish consolidation. If it gets above this, I should say any pullback could be great buying opportunity. But right now I'm just looking for this area as a initial target for this, and we will see how it goes. Stochastic wise, in daily momentum is in overbought condition, crossover, but not a strong action at all. So if it stays there, this means this bull trend is going to continue. I mean, like this is kind of like 3 months corrective move to the downside. This ABC is kind of like this is kind of like ABC corrective move to the downside. And if we get above this trend line, I should say this ABC is finished. This is the low of multi-weeks low, and we nailed it here right at this demand area. And we should see some interesting rally all the way up there. There are lots of puts there, don't get me wrong. Still lots of people are bearish, and that's why a market is just having a setup for a short squeeze to the upside. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to Nasdaq, which was kind of like interesting scenario. So Nasdaq had a downside, then coming back up nicely. So this is a 2 hour chart. You see that Nasdaq is coming all the way down here to test this area today, but sharply back up nicely. So from 14,900, I should say 14,932, getting all the way back up there right now, just a closing 15,122. So that's very, very important to see. This pattern is forming right now for short term. So this is kind of like the pattern that I'm seeing. And if it gets above this, any pullback could be great buying opportunity for the next level. If we get above this pivotal point, which is this top, again, 15,400, I should say, folks, 15,400. If we get above this level, we should see kind of Nasdaq is heading to 6,000 area, and that could be very, very interesting. Lots of people again getting back to the short side, but I think market pattern wise is pretty bullish, and I'm just still looking for some kind of like a knee-jerk reaction to upside, especially if we go to daily chart here. Just give me a second. So if you go to daily chart, this is the pattern that I'm looking for. We are just forming a bullish consolidation prior this massive resistance here. So this resistance is 15,280. So if we break above this strongly, I should say any pullback is a fantastic, great buying opportunity to go higher. But lots of people are saying there's going to be a bear case, Ali, and probably we will stall out from here, taking out this pivotal point and getting down. So that would be the worst case scenario, I should say. I'm not expecting this happens, but you never know. Market can do whatever it wants. But if we break below this, that's going to be a capitulation phase, getting to this demand area, and again, could be a great buying opportunity. I don't think this bear case is going to happen. I just give a 20 to 25% to the downside. And I believe even if we have a corrective move, it can get us some kind of like a higher low and then getting back up here. So we will see next 2 weeks. Again, earnings are coming. Tesla, Netflix, all those good companies are having earning. Netflix, I believe Netflix is going to be earning tomorrow. So, and Tesla as well. So just to be careful on that one, because lots of volatility is coming to the market on Wednesday as well. Moving on to US 30, which is Dow Jones financials. They just initiate a good earning today. So that's why Dow had a better performance compared to the other ones. So Dow is forming nice doji bar here, getting to this wide range bar, breakout level, rejection from 34,112. But if it consolidates here, I should say, for more days, better even. So we can just get back to a bullish momentum all the way to 35,000. So we will see how it goes with Dow, but right now, Dow is in very, very interesting setup for a great, great rally all the way to new all-time high. That's what I'm seeing in Dow Jones. Energy, financials, and healthcare, they're going to be beneficiary of this rally as well. Moving on to individual names, starting with yield. Yield had a marvelous move to the upside, just breaking above this trend line here. Let me zoom in here. Just getting above this trend line, and nicely we had a breakout to the upside, settling itself above a 5.21%. This is the highest yield, a bond yield since 2006. So just imagine every 17 years we have this scenario, and seems like we are getting into a very, very fragile time frame for the market. And interestingly, TLT, which has inverse correlation to yield, gapped down today, but didn't have a capitulation. So all these 3 days, when it gaps down, buyers are coming back. Seems like market is just looking for an excuse to push back higher this TLT and bring down treasury bond yield. So I don't know what would be the catalyst, but I should say this one is at pretty close at the extreme top, and treasuries, which is TLT, is pretty close to an extreme bottom. I mean, extreme bottom means we can have a multi-month rally on this, and that's not going to be a good news for the market, because market, when yield is up, treasury is down, and when there are just a shifting gear to the other way, this means a recession is coming. So again, be careful what you are wishing for, but this is the pattern that I'm seeing. Gold had a rally today, just a consolidation still in this area. It's just consolidating. I would say gold is pretty sensitive to geopolitical tensions right now. If we get above this level, any pullback could be a great buying opportunity for double top or new all-time high. I believe gold is getting us started for a nice rally to the upside. Crude just getting back to the bullish momentum, nice hammer there. The same pattern with gold. So I should say crude and gold is kind of like a going the same direction with each other. So crude can have another spike to 90 to 91. And based on today's price action, they are very, very ready for another move to the upside. WIX 3%, 3.89% to the upside. Not a bad price action. Still looking for lower lows coming for VIX. DXY is coming down. So bond yield is up, DXY is down, I should say. Everyone needs to keep an eye on this chart, because if it breaks to the upside, that would be kind of like a substantial rally for DXY is coming. But I should say, if we just are getting to the lower low, then we can see a capitulation for DXY. And that could trigger bond yield is coming, treasury is getting back to the upside. Again, I'm not favor of this, but the one that I see in chart is kind of like these charts are at a very, very interesting reversal pattern. And if that reversal pattern triggers, we should see a multi-weeks prevailing trend to the downside or upside for another treasury or gold or bond yield as well. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to Magma, which is our indicator, technology indicator. Nice bull flag is forming here, exactly the same like Nasdaq and even S&P 500. If it triggers to the upside, which I believe it's going to happen, 1164, 1180 is coming down the road. So I should say this is going to be the area. Let me just ping in our chart here. So this is going to be the area that I'm looking for the next rally. Moving to Apple, coming down today again, but not a bad price action. Still holding up this wide range bar, $177.15. Amazon $8 to the downside. Not a bad price action. Still consolidation there. Meta, nice move to the upside. This one is leading the technology and the other sectors as well. For the big techies, Meta $2.85 up, Microsoft 58 cents up, another bad price action. Google 63 cents up. This one as well is doing well. And Netflix $5 down today. So Netflix is getting deeper and deeper. Probably the next move is coming down the road here, somewhere around 320 329, 340. If Netflix have a bad earning tomorrow, we can see Netflix after hours. It goes all the way to 330 to 340. So that's going to be the area that I'm looking for earning for next. If it is bad, if it is good, Netflix can jump all the way up to $400 or so. So it's going to be a wild price action tomorrow after hours. Just be careful on that. The same as Tesla. This one is looking good, to be honest, and the pattern looks kind of like a breakout to the upside. So if you see something like this, price is giving you low, here's the higher low, here is another higher low. So if it tackles again this trend line, this means it's going to break out to the upside. And I believe Tesla earning, regardless of what it is, it can break out to the upside. If it goes down in a bear case, it can go all the way down to 180 to 190, which is going to be a good kind of like a buying opportunity. Moving on to semiconductors. SMH a gap down today amid Nvidia just had a sanction on China, but seems like recapture a bit SMA 20, and so far holding up pretty well. Stocks the same pattern, $3.53 down. TSM 22 cents down, not a bad price action. AMD again just touched this demand area, and I should say this is a pretty nice pattern. So AMD is working out very, very well. This is nice reverse head and shoulder. And I believe AMD, if you see a reversal is coming, getting close above this, can spike and move all the way up to 118. So again, we will see how it goes, but AMD is pretty nice pattern right now in a bull side. Nvidia, this one a doji bar, just gap down, going all the way down here. Even after hours, it goes down to 435. But right now, holding off for now. Nvidia is pretty tricky trade right now. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't touch it, to be honest, because at the one pattern, it just formed a nice head and shoulder. On the other side, Nvidia is kind of like very, very professional to fail the patterns. We had this before. So this is a pretty nice symmetry, right? So NVIDIA is forming a reverse head and shoulder. I got it. I got into this trade and closed my trades here. I thought that I'm genius, but NVIDIA gapped up and going all the way up to here. But right now, it's kind of like a reverse head and shoulder, head and shoulder on the top. So if it triggers to the downside, I should say NVIDIA can go all the way down to here minimum. And sub 300 could be a good opportunity for NVIDIA. Again, we are watching, and I'm just waiting for NVIDIA to give us a better setup to get into the trade. Texas Instrument. This one is a gap down, but going all the way back up there. Not a bad price action compared to yesterday price action. 154 Texas, I believe it's kind of like a forming, struggling with holding up this support, but it's forming, if it forms the base here, that could be a good support there. And the bottoming formation. Lam Research going back up as it was gap down today, but again, semiconductors smashed today with NVIDIA news, but they're just getting back to the bull run. So we'll see how it goes, but this is not bad price action. XLF, Spider, Financial, they had a bullish momentum today, 16 cents up. Not a bad price action. Banks are announcing good earnings today, so not a bad price action at all. KBE 72 cents up. They broke to the upside. This pattern can go all the way to 40. KR 88 cents up. JP Morgan, again, volatile price action. Look at that. So if JP Morgan close, again, tackle another time to here, this means the sell orders are done and JP can have a good buying opportunity or bullish momentum to the upside. Goldman Sachs, a $5 down today. Goldman is not a strong pattern at all. On the other side, Bank of America. So you see there is a divergence in banking sector. Bank of America had a good earning and also ended up positive. I should say this nice reverse head and shoulder. If it triggers to the upside, the first target is going to be a 29 to 29.50. If it gets above this, it can go all the way up to this supply area around $31. So we will see how it goes with Bank of America. Wells Fargo 33 cents up. Pretty good, pretty good. If you see just this one is totally diverging from the other banking sectors. Moving on to the gold miners, they are rocking right now. So for last 2 weeks, look at the pattern here. And also they are at the beginning of this breakout. Just today, let me just make this one bolder, then everyone can see that what I'm just referring to. Here is the pattern, and they just broke above this today. GDX, if it gets above $30, I should say, any pullback could be a great buying opportunity for gold miners. So gold miners are telling me that we are at the beginning of a nice rally for all of them. GDXJ, 62 cents up. This one as well. So if you just look at this, we are pretty close to breakout. So if it breaks above this $35, $36, we can see more upsides coming. AEM, this one is as well. So we are pretty close to break out the trend line. New month, we just got into this pattern. So new month is right there. So you see that? So all of them are getting close to breakout level. If we break above this, we should see a sharp rally for all of them. Franco-Nevada, this one is the same. Gold Barrick, I said this is going to be the multi-month buying opportunity, and fair enough, after that, look what happened. So right now, this one is getting close to breakout level. If it gets above this $16 to $17, it can trigger to the upside. Moving on to Energy XLE, which is $91.13. Not a bad price action. Coming along with Crude XOP, $1.77 up. Still, energy stocks can go higher. I believe they are just having another rally to the upside. Just the good humanitarian news can cool them down right now. Any geopolitical tensions, unfortunately, give them a boost to the upside. XOM, $1.44 up. Chevron, $2.19 up as well. So if Chevron closes above 172, it can go 174, and then 180 is coming down the road. All right, I think I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.